Hello guys, it's Cubes here with you again, and today we're going to do example solves on the Ghana 356 AO. I'm gonna be using CFOP, but instead of all, I'll be doing the edge orientation, which means inserting the last F12 pair to get the soft cross on top. And I'm gonna be solving from the white cross, not because I'm not a color neutral, but because most of the people are not color neutrals. So that video will be useful for them too, and not for just the color neutrals. So yeah, I think we can get into the video. So for the ones who doesn't know what is a CFOP, it's a method created by Jessica Friedrich in 1980s, and since then that's the most popular method to solve the Rubik's Cube. So it's used by most of the speed cubers, except of some examples like I don't know, Alexander Lau, who uses the Rook's method, and well, I only know one ZZ method user, like Colorful Pockets guy, Andrew Nathan. He's like good at one-handed. So yeah. But I'm using the CFOP. It's easy to memorize and other stuff like that. But I'm doing the edge orientation. So. Yeah, I think we can get into the solves. R2 F prime L2 U2 B2 D2 F R2 B prime L2 B2 L B2 F prime R D R D L2 R prime U prime. So this is how the scramble looks like. To it. So what I see straight away in this one is I see that this green white edge is already on its place. Well, you just need to do a D to solve it. But what we could do instead, we can see that there are two of these edges, so the orange white one and the blue one and the blue white one. So we can just do a U prime, and then we can do an R2 like that. So so U prime and R2, and as we can see, this edge is now here and it's opposite of the green, so it means that it's solved. Nice. And then we can just do another U prime to set this one up, and then we do an F2. As we can see, it's also solved, and if we do a D, it's solved. We can solve the three edges of the cross, right? But let's get back to our last edge, which is this reddish one. So we can insert it like L F prime L prime. So basically we just put it in, so like that. So like that. And as we can see now, if we do a D, solve the cross, right? The first pair I would solve on this one, as you can see, we don't have that many F12 pieces on top. There's just one piece, that's okay, two pieces right here. So we would probably want to solve this one first. So we can just do a U, and then we can get this corner piece out like that. And now it's a free move pair, so we do a U and solve it in like that. So, and then we have this pair connected straight away. So we can just do an R U prime R2 U R prime, and it's in 2. And from this stage on, we would like probably to orientate as much edges as we can. And the pair we can solve is this one. So this corner piece, which is connecting with this edge piece. So we can do an R U2 R prime U2 and insert like that. And now it's the last pair, so I did a U. Actually, we can do a U2, and then we just, as you can see, it's like we need to move it out of the way, and then we connect it to this pair and put it back on top. And now we just need to do a sledgehammer, like move this piece out of the way, like to the back, and then do a sledgehammer to orientate these two edges. And then when you do a U2 and another sledgehammer, you orientate the yellow side. So that's quite good. Not the yellow side, sorry, the yellow edges. And then for this case I use my own algorithm, which is basically a double soon. And there we can see that we orientated the yellow side, and then it's a V curve. So that was solve number 1. Let's get another scramble. Okay. L2 D2 R2 U R2 F2 L2 F2 U prime F2 R F L2 B prime D prime L B2 R F L2 B, just B. Okay, so this solve, what you can see, So we see that 3 of these pieces are on one side, which means that we can actually easily insert them. And the way I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna do an F, and as we can see this piece in, and then I can just do a D2 to put it over here, so we can put this one in, and then I can put this one in like that. So there we go, we did these 3 pieces, and then we can just do a D prime F2 to do this piece, and then the process of it is just a D2 to solve the thing. First pair of C's here, so we separate it like that, and then we solve it like, I hope you can see it good, R prime U2, and then I'm also noticing that this pair has connected, and then we just insert it like that. And then, as I said, we get this pair at the back here, and as I told you, I'm doing the edge orientation first, so you'll be inserted with a sexy move, nothing really happens. So what I would personally do is I would do a sledgehammer, which rotates like these 4 pieces, like, well, this one is always rotated, these 3 pieces, which is really good, and also gives us this easy case. So I would rotate and then do it like that, and insert, and we have already 3 pieces now in. But considering the algorithm which we've got here, so it's going to be quite hard, and what we can do is basically something like that. So, like, you know, when you have a T-shape here and you do like a sexy move, and you do a reverse sexy move and then the sledgehammer, so like the OO case. So I did that, and now this pair is here, and we just can put it in like that. And then it's this OO with the cross, and the Z curl.